It's Wednesday today, and it's about 8 o'clock. So I'm back to my game. I'm just keep working on the next update for the Power Match game, and I've been just implementing my shop. So this is what I have. I just added the scrolling list. So over here you'll be able to purchase more of the theme to the game, more categories, which will be unlocked after we purchase. So for now I have just the placeholder graphics and some button displays, and I can scroll through all of them. So this is one thing which I added like yesterday, and the next thing is actually I'm gonna change how the selection of the categories will look. So for now we have these buttons, but what I plan to do is I have planned to add lists like that, so hopefully you can see it. So you will be able, let me just disable the other buttons, so you'll be able to see everything. Okay, so I will disable this, and then there's one more fruit button. That's fine. Okay, so this is what I will have. I will have like the scrolling list, which will be resizing, and the player will be able to actually select the categories, and this will be like a touchable list as well, so you'll be able to swap your finger and then choose whatever category you like. You can let me know what you think about this design. Do you prefer this one, or would you rather prefer something similar to this? What's your thought? The main reason why I want to change it really is because I'm gonna have like a much more categories, and using just the simple buttons is not possible to extend your list with more categories. Yeah, so this is what I've been working on, and I'm trying to actually improve it and add the proper graphic in, so I will show you the end result once I've done. Tuesday today. I haven't worked for my game for a few days because the whole thing with the coronavirus happened, and I had a quite busy weekend, so I'm just back to my game. I just want to show you what I have done so far with my main menu. I'm quite happy with the changes I made, and I think the game looks much better. So here it is, right at the beginning. We will have like a swap transition in, and then there is a shop which is animating in, and there is like a few items. The shop is not fully implemented yet. We cannot buy anything, but this is something I need to work on, so I can just drag and drop by finger or by mouse. Okay, so from the shop I can transition to my settings, and everything is just pushed. And from here I can just manipulate the settings on this, or display the privacy settings. From here, if I press this small X, I'm just transitioning out to the main menu, and over here I can start the game. So if you remember previously I had a static buttons, now I have just the list, so I can extend this list and I can select which category I want to play, and then as soon as I press how many players I want to have in the game will start. So everything is going to transition out. At least it's supposed to do that, but seems like it's not. Okay, let's start again. As I said, this is still in work in progress, so the game is not fully done yet. So there are a few books, as you see now. So if I select, let's say, 20 players, everything is just transitioning, and we have a game. So I can just play, and the game is playable now. And then from here I can just go back to my menu, and everything is just transition in and out. So let me know in the comments if you like these changes. I need to fix a few of the issues. As you've seen right now, there's a few problems with starting the games, but I think the game looks much better now. And also I need to implement the shop, so I will just add the buy button, and then I don't know, I will display somewhere the price, and probably I will have to add something on the top. I'm not sure what yet, but maybe small text, or I don't know yet. I need to think about something to add here because this window is quite empty. If you have any idea, any suggestion, let me know in the comments. So I'm just working on this new update, and of course I will need to add the new categories, which I have. So there's going to be in total about 8 or 10 categories. Some of them will be unlocked only when they purchase, so that's going to be exclusive item. And also I just want to implement as well for the next update the scoreboard. So currently all of the scores are saved in the local file on the Android devices or on the PC, but I want to use the Google Play services to actually have a properly implemented scoreboard. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna focus on next days. So I hope you like the changes. I can show you how everything looks, how I'm doing this transition. So I'm using the plugin called DoTwin. So DoTwin is giving me ability to do that twinning animations. So I can use the easing function to transition in and out some of the elements. I can show you the implementation of it. So how I implemented my UI manager. So in the UI manager class, I have passed, like I have a UI manager here. As you see, I have grouped some of the elements. So these are the elements at the beginning of the game, like the settings, the shop, the main buttons. This one are the objects which I want to transition out when I start the game, and this one is the list with the objects which I want to actually bring back in when I exit the game. So yeah, let me show you how this is implemented. It's very simple implementation with this plugin. I really recommend it if you haven't used it before. It's giving you ability to do the nice transition on the UI elements. Of course, you can use the animations inside the Unity, but I think this is much more intuitive, and especially for the programmers, if you are a programmer, probably you would prefer doing the way I did it using this DoTwin. It's not this plugin is not too expensive, and I think it has a free version as well. I'm not sure about it, but probably has. Okay, so I have this UI manager, as you see. And over here I have just the rect transforms and some list. And if I want to transition something in and or out, I can do anchor position, and I can set the easing function as well. So currently I have the easing linear, but I can change this easing function to be any of these variations, so I can have like a different effect. If you don't know what the easing function is, I will show you in the website. There's a very nice website to actually explain you the concept. So if you type easing function in the Google, you can go here on the easing.net, and if you drag and drop on any of the diagram, you can see how this dot is behaving. So that's how your transition will look like once using the specific easing function. Okay, so let's say you want to have like a jumping effect or bouncing effect. You can use the easing bounce in and out, and you see the small dot is just going up and down. You can use different effects. You can see how the effects will look by looking at this dot. So we can have like a very nice transition if you want to transition in or out specific button, window, or anything. I think this function is very useful. And if we go back to Unity, you see we have all of the easing function, which kind of matching, like the names kind of matching with what we've seen. So let's say we have a linear in scene. Let me see if we have that function. So in scene probably is going to be sign in. Easing in scene. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. So if you see the in scene function, it will looks like that. The out cubic is somewhere here. Yeah, is in out cubic is gonna be like that. Okay, so you can just see and use any of this effect in your UI animations. I think this is very useful. So let me show you again. So you can do the simple transition like that, or you can create a sequencer. So the sequencer, the advantage of using sequencer, the do-twin sequencer, is you can set the interval, so the gap between the animations, and then you can call attach the lambda function right at the end. So this function, so I'm just in this situation on complete. So once all of the animations from the sequencer, which I adding here, will be completed, I will load the next game, the next scene. Okay, so this is like, it's a very convenient way to do it. And then you can do the join to play two or three or multiple animations together, or you can use the s.attach or s.append. Okay, so append, the difference between join and append, the join will play like two or more multiple animation at the same time, and then append we just add another animation at the end, which will be played sequentially. And then you just simply call play. And that's pretty much it, how you're doing the transition. So as you see, sometimes I'm using sequence if I want to have like a playing multiple animations together, and sometimes I'm just using the do anchor position. You have multiple options. There is huge documentation on the website. So if you type do-twin Unity, you will have this website. So I really recommend this plugin, and you have some documentation, and everything is explained here, how to set it, how to use the functions, all of the functions. As you see, so we have some code examples as well, like here, and then there is more down below somewhere. Yes, so how to use the sequencer, and there is very nice documentation, so I really recommend you this plugin. If you haven't heard about it, you don't have to use it, of course. You can use the animations, but I think like time saver by using this plugin is much worth to even purchase it for a few pounds. So yeah, so I think that's it for this video vlog. I think I have updated you what I have been done so far, and what I'm currently doing. So the next update for this game is going to be probably released. I will try to release at the beginning of the next week, I think. It depends how much time I will have to actually complete all of these animations in the game. So currently there is still a few things to do, but the game is playable. It's very nice. I can show you with the sound. So yeah, that's my game, and that's what's gonna be in the next update. So hopefully you like it, and see you again next time.